Okay, shalom, shalom, shalom. Okay, let me foremost give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash. Okay, salutations and peace and much blessings to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel. Salaki. I have to also give double honors. I have to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. I'm just God. This video on my mind. Been listening to these videos a lot and these interviews a lot, and just it's like this introduction. It doesn't matter as long as you come correct eventually. So again, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well. And citation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel, people of Negro, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian descent. Okay, so this here is the domestic of Homeland Security 2025 Homeland Threat Assessment. Okay, so they know what's coming, what we've been prophesying. That Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the true living power, was going to destroy America. And what I love to mention, which gives me great pleasure to mention how this wicked, evil place is going to fall and be destroyed in the worst possible way that these devils can imagine. And even when we speak of these things, it's going to be far worse than the things how we say it, which ultimately is going to end by fire. All right. But again, this is just part of biblical prophecy that Babylon, which has many names in the scriptures, is going to be destroyed. And here they are. They don't really hide that fact. So what's the old saying? What's the saying? The chickens have come home to roost. All right, hold on. Get into these precepts here. Hey, this is judgment on the gray whore. When a bird roosts somewhere, it rests there. This rather old saying, chickens have come home to roost, is normally used to mean that the bad things that someone has done in the past have come back to bite or haunt the individual. But in this case, Babylon, America. Okay. Hey, this place is going to get it, man. I'm trying to make this pretty quick. Let me get this precept. I thought it was Job 21. Give me a second here. I think it's Job 21. Job 21. Here we go. Job 21 and 29 says, have ye not asked them that go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. And if you haven't known, if you don't know, that the wicked is Yahweh's sword, which that sword is he's that cruel instrument that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is using to punish his children for being disobedient. So that's how we identify who the wicked are. All right, they're so-called white man, the Edomites. Okay, so it says that the wicked is reserved, and that don't exclude the 2/3 as well, because 2/3 is on their way out to get vaporized as well. So again, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, that they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Okay, who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him what he hath done? Okay, chickens coming home to roost. Yet shall he be brought to the grave, hell, which is all that hell means. There's no fairy tale, mythical place that you go and burn forever. Okay, grave, hell is just his conditions in life is going to change into to a hell, a condition, a condition of hell, and shall remain in the tomb. So it says. So there we are, and here we are. The bad things that someone has done in the past have come back to bite or haunt these devils, as it says. All right, which again, let me do this too before I get into a couple of these videos I have, because there's some good videos that I highly recommend you watch. The Day of Reckoning. That's a film. I never knew that. I'll have to check it out. Day of Reckoning, the time when past mistakes or misdeeds must be punished or paid for. A testing time when the decree of one's success or failures will be revealed. The Day of Reckoning. Here we are, coming upon the Day of Reckoning soon, and much sooner than what you think. All right? Much, much sooner than what you think. All right? So reading a little bit of this here. And right now, this is in full effect, man. 2025 Homeland Threat Assessment indicates the threat of domestic and foreign terrorism in the homeland remains high. Okay? Just read a little bit of this, and I'm going to go to this video. Let you listen to these two former CIA agents. The CIA is heavily involved around the world and as far as keeping things and nations and people and governments disabled, keeping them in a state of chaos. Babylon. The Department of Homeland Security, 2025, and here we are at the end of 2024. Next thing, hey, 2025, and especially that devil been his inauguration, that witchcraft, that ritual inauguration. Look that up as well. Inauguration, that demonic ritual that they do. All right. 2025 Homeland Threat Assessment, HTA, released today, is designed to inform both the public and the department partners of the threats to public safety and security. But you can exclude the public out, because they're not warning the public of nothing, but continue to feed these idiots, information that they feel they need, which the information that they're receiving is, continue to further keep them asleep and not knowing what is going on, man. In order to assist federal, state, and local partners in preparing, preventing, and responding to an ever-evolving threat environment, the HTA describes a threat environment that is expected to remain high over the coming year. So I'm going to make this short. So without further ado, here's the video. And again, her name is Sarah. Her name is Sarah Adams. Okay, and in the video, and there's actually two good videos on YouTube. Both of them are, one of them's almost 2 hours long, and the other one's like an hour and a half. Well, I highly recommend you listen to all of her videos on YouTube. Okay, and you will be satisfied. Trust me. And there's another guy that she co-authored a book with named Dave Benton, who is also ex-CIA, and all they're doing is just spilling the guts, man. Just telling you what's going on, and not necessarily warning you of our government, because they're not in that business. They're warning you of what's to come, because they've been studying their enemies who they made, which is predominantly the world, but the ones who's going to really be main actors in this great and dreadful day that's coming. The war, the War of Armageddon is really Ishmael and Elam, all right, the Persians, all right, or Iran and all the other Arab nations, which Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, goes heavy in. All right, so again, let me play again. The two names is Dave Benton and Sarah Adams. Okay, and they're on a couple of these podcasts. Actually, they're all over YouTube. TikTok. That's how I was blessed to get a couple of these downloads here. But like I said, they're on YouTube. You can watch the full interviews in full. You can watch the interviews in full. So let me stop running my mouth. And here's the videos. Here's one. That's her, Sarah Adams. Oh, so I got it on mute. So listen.
There's information that Russia and Russian pipelines are helping bring in some of the resources that are going to support Al-Qaeda's Homeland attack. It's
into this country?
Yep, to push at us for Ukraine. Just like we're doing stuff against Russia.
So hold on.
Push
so
at
let me
them
get this
against
straight.
Ukraine.
So Russia's sending supplies into the United States to help with the terrorist homeland.
Their pipeline is helping move some of Al-Qaeda's supplies in the United States for their homeland attack.
Which is probably our own fucking supplies because we left everything there. Am I right?
I mean, it's a different kind of supply. I'll tell you what the supply is, but it is a Russian channel, reportedly, that the supply has moved through.
Yeah, you guys won.
There's a...
Which one? Let me pause that. Here it is. Sarah Adams. And I got this one off another page. Again, being blessed like that to this channel, whoever chopped up the videos and uploaded key points, But anyway, they did a pretty good job in chopping up the video and in segments, small segments that you can. You can go to YouTube and download the full video, or you can go to TikTok and download what you need, Because like I said, they chopped it up and downloaded key points, which again, the full video is great information, man, because we've always been prophesying how what the days that are coming here in Babylon, where there's going to be a moment that's called what we call when SHIT. I say SHIT. SHTF, when the shit hits the fan. Okay? When the shit hits the fan. I'll come back to you, boo. I said, come back to you, boo. And again, when the shit hits the fan, everything's going to come to a stop, man. But the violence, which is going to increase, and sorrow and bloodshed, it's going to multiply, get worse and worse. Okay, so the shit hits the fan is an acronym that stands for when the stuff hits the fan. It's a term used to describe a major crisis that disrupts everyday life. Class wars, economic wars, race wars, religious wars. They're all going to go on at the same time. And on top of that, which we never fail to mention, and which we're not failing to remember, which we remember and we're keeping and reminding ourselves of, that we know that there's an even greater element that's going to be involved in bringing hell upon this earth, and that's the spiritual realm. That's the true living power, Yahweh Shai, man, our deliverer, and what he's going to bring. And these people are not even in the least bit even considering, thinking about what's coming from the other another dimension, man. They're not even putting that in the equation at all, judgment. But we we're vexing the hell out of these people, man, by reminding them of that fact. Oh man, and that's why you see the increase on the Bible sales and people picking up the Bible and coming up with their own versions of what's coming to pass and totally going to hell off, man. Totally going to hell off. Because these people that are these Bible now these re-emerging and surging, whatever you want to call it, Bible thumpers are, they don't know Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and if they knew Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they would know that it's Yahweh Shem Yahushai's ultimate goal and his his desires to totally vaporize America. Totally vaporize this place, man. Which is that's that lake of fire. This is the end of this place. We're speeding toward the end of this place. His existence. We're speeding toward that moment. So here you go. Listen. Slocky, hold up.
We have not had a man walk up to a building with a suicide vest on the United States. Americans don't understand this. Al-Qaeda knows this, right? So this is new and innovative, especially now. You don't have to walk upside of the building. You can walk in the building because of the advancement of the vest. The other thing is, in the United States, we haven't had Fideian attackers. So the concept is the terrorist fights to the death. So he's not exactly a suicide bomber, but he will fight till either all of us are dead or all of his people are dead. We think it's going to be a swarming attack, right? Multiple different attacks at one time across multiple cities. We think there will be suicide bombers just because some of the attackers went through suicide bomber training and they have these vests. And then we think there's these Fideian attackers who will carry on until they're killed.
Just rephrase that. So these guys are trained and they are going to fight until they're killed.
Yes, and that matters, right? So I was
Let me say
watching
it again.
bomber, but he will fight till either all of us are dead or all of his people are dead.
Fight. Hey, that's that hatred that this place done labored in building all these years. Enemies. But let me comfort the elect with I'm not gonna read it on your own. Job the 5th chapter, and start around 17, 18, 19. Start at 19. That again, we're gonna be good. The elect's gonna be good, man. This is the moment what we've been praying for, and that this day would come where where the wicked are going to be punished, man. The wicked, the ungodly, the unrighteous man, the 2/3. This is the end of their reign. This is the end of their reign of terror. That that Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he brought the enemy to you, to your doorstep. The enemy that hates you, man. The enemy that hates you, man. And not just these foreign adversaries, man. You got the enemy, the enemies, that they bred here. Whereas scripture, and Judah and Ephraim is referred to as the bow and the arrow. Oh man, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna put the spirit in Jake, man, to rise up and do whatever he has planned for them to do. But shed blood. Their role is to be the, not amongst the upright and the elect, 1/3, but their role, the 2/3 role, is just to get out there and do what they've always wanted to do. Riding and looting and killing their own brethren and raping and committing adultery with their neighbor's wife. Jake. So that what they have to look forward to is their reward. They're going to get what they've. Oh, that's it. The word sown. Let me think of. Salakia. Trying to think of the precept. I'm not sure if it's song. Because I know the scripture in Obadiah, with thy is done, it should be done unto thee. But there's another one I'm thinking of. I want to stay on point. I don't want to, like I said, I'm trying to make this quick. And being in the spirit, trying to make these videos, it's hard to, without losing the spirit, without using that, the spirit, being in the spirit, being on point, and trying to get your topic across. A problem I always have, just not always coming up with the precept I may always want. But hold on, I'm just gonna scan through this. I think it's further down. Let me do this instead. Say RDAP. I know it's not. There you go. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. There you go. Even as Job 4:8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity, wickedness, and sow wickedness reap the same. There you go. There's another one that I have in mind too, but let me continue with this video.
Are dead. We think it's going to be a swarming attack, right? Multiple different attacks at one time across multiple cities. We think there will be suicide bombers just because some of the attackers went through suicide bomber training and they have these vests. And then
let me say, man, this is actually, though we're anxious and stressed and wore down, and this is exciting to see what's coming. It's actually exciting to know it's coming. We know it's coming. The worst that you can possibly imagine, we know it's coming. So it's just a matter of waiting. And it's a little stressful waiting. It builds on to stress waiting for something that that's coming. And because that's part of our everyday prayers for, that we pray to Yahweh Shem Yahweh is to destroy this place. And he's hearing our prayers. And he's slowly beginning to answer our prayers. You see?
There's these Fidean attackers who will carry on until they're killed.
Just rephrase that. So these guys are trained and they are going to fight.
That's that 2nd Ezra 15. This man, Ishmael's going to remember his nature. I'll get that. Let me get it now. That's that 2nd Ezra. There you go. 2nd Ezra 15:28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia, those are Arabs, shall come out of many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. So Ishmael and their militaries, all right, and the Carmanians raging, which is the Persians, all right. When you can see how they just won't leave them Iranians alone, man. They just won't leave the Persians alone. Also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come. And you hear these great Americans, Lord, let them bring. We got the greatest standing military in the world because we are more armed than everybody in any country in the world. Here, yet they can't run a quarter of a mile without literally stroking out. You know, I saw a meme. They called it. It was funny as hell, and it still is funny. They called them um, Gravy Seals and Meal Team 6 or something like that. And it's the reality, man. You know, these people trust in their guns and their pistols so much that, you know, that they're toast, man. You know, they're toast, literally burnt toast. You know, these people are prime for the picking. Oh, forgot the saying, but as the scripture says, um, you know, this is the time of the harvest, man. Okay, it says, and join battle, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them. You know, coming together. They seen they have a common enemy, which they all know who the common enemy is, the Edomites. You know, and most specifically the Israeli Amalek, is Esau Edomites, and the Babylonian American Edomites. It says, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians, another name for America, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand. Oh, damn, you can see it coming. You can see it coming. And right now, they're just waiting for that moment where they're given the green light, remembering their nature. And as she mentioned, what did she mention?
Until their desert trained and they are going to fight.
Hold on.
Multiple cities. You think there will be suicide bombers just because some of the attackers went through suicide bomber training and they have these vests. And then we think there's these.
You have to be wild, man. You know, to put on a vest and and blow yourself up. That wild man, which I'm thinking, hold on, let me see here. Let me pull this up on my tablet here. Give me a second here. That wild man. That wild man. Where explains the wild man in Genesis. And it's specifically Genesis 16. Okay. 1 through 12. And run through it yourself. An angel of the Lord found her by her fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way of Shur. And he said, Haggai, Sarai's maid, whence comest thou, and whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress, Sarah. Sarah was giving that heathen hell, man. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, return to thy mistress, and submit thyself unto her maid. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shalt call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction, and he will be a wild man. And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. The Ishmaelites. You know, look at Saudi Arabia as an example. Okay? The wild man.
These Fidean attackers who will carry on until they're killed.
Just rephrase that. So these guys are trained and they are going to fight until they're killed.
Yes, and that matters, right? So I was watching this video, and it was a suicide bombing in Kabul years ago. The bomber blew up, and then everyone starts moving in. The first responders move in, right? And then another guy walks in and blows up. We know this is a tactic. But if Americans don't understand this as a tactic and don't understand these attackers are going to fight to the death, think about that. Battles going on on, the attacker surrenders. He might have the suicide vest. You know, we let our guard down. That man came to die, right? He's going to fight till he dies or you die. So we can't let our guards down, and they know our weakness. So we have to be very careful that we don't have more people die in these second and third order effects of not knowing their intent.
There you go. So again, I highly recommend you watch these videos. Go to the YouTube videos in full. They're much better. There's a lot of key points that you're going to pick up listening. So again, that you can almost visualize what's actually going to happen, on a grand scale. So what I'm about to do really is I'm trying to find more information other than what America's enemies are going to bring, but what domestic enemies are arising here as far as the hate groups and Black Lives Matter and how all that's going to play into a civil war and race wars and so on. So anyways, I hope you were edified, and till next time, Lord willing, shalom.